first thing we're going to do, to be able to section the hair correctly, we need the hair wet, not dry. It's gonna kill you if you use dry. And we do use this, we call grooming. It's like a silicone thing that help with sectioning and maintain the hair more wet for longer, more damp longer. When you're sectioning hair, the hair fibers, it needs to be on the same direction as sectioning, okay? Hold the comb like this. When you're cutting long hair, I was explaining earlier, when you're cutting long hair, what type of panels you section on top?
Square.
Good. So it's square, so the base is around here, straight. Hold it. Groom straight to the other side, and what you're gonna see is where the contours of the head starts rounding off. What you're gonna see is this. In mannequins it's really hard, but in people, right here where the head starts turning, rounding, it separates really nice. The exactly point where you need to separate. So not the crown, not the occipital, it's right on the top before the head start rounding off back towards the back, okay? That's what we're gonna do first. Twist it, twist it, twist it. You don't have to put pressure. Twist it, hold it here. You have to put on this side so the hair doesn't come and get loose. So here, see that line right behind the ear? Tá na frente? You can do this way, put the tip of your finger all the way to the hairline, or you can do from here. Boom. Groom it. Everything inside your hands. And you start turning. Oops, there you go. You can put it here, but most likely it's gonna get loose. It's better if you put it here. The panels, and separating them, and this will allow me to work clean and free on the back part. You can take one section on the center, you take another one, a little bigger. So first thing we done is separate the panels, right? What we chose is this one. So now we're gonna cut the length, and then we're gonna go to the subsections. So we're gonna choose right on the center of the neck. We're gonna choose el tamaño, our length, okay? And the head needs to come straight down. Don't elevate. Don't elevate, yeah. Remember the way we hold the shears? That's why we learned before, okay? And you can, don't bend your back, but bend your knees if you want to, okay? So now I have my length. Since I'm cutting square, I'm going to cut a square line like the bangs. Okay? My fingers are square. Bring this hair all to here. I'm not here. I'm bringing the hair back and down. Same thing here. You can hold like that. We can always hide your shears, okay? A straight line. So now I have my straight line, my length, and I'm going to elevate in flat layers because we want a square shape. Good? Take one subsection on the center, come from the side, pick up, look what is under your finger, okay? Because we're gonna tend to do this. The hair is over directed, or sometimes you're gonna tend to do that, or sometimes you're gonna tend to do. It's above 9 already. What we need is 90. Grab the hair. When we're cutting lower of the occipital bone around the hairline, if comfortable for you with a mannequin, you can hold and cut like this. But if it's not comfortable, if it's too short, you can come and pull straight to you. All the strain needs to be very straight and in 90 degrees, okay? So now, this is my guide to cut the rest. I'll take a little bit from here. Yes. Since I'm creating a square shape, I'm bringing both to the same, to the middle, okay? Grab the hair, bring it, my guide will be here. You can see from there? Yeah. You can't, right? But in this case, you're still going to see the guide from the bottom as well. So now I have two sections. I'm going to split them in half. This one, I don't need it anymore. And then I grab a new one. And you can always put this lower. Take a new one. Grab the hair with your hands. Leave that alone. You see how I'm working clean with my sections? I'm not putting all together and make a mess. So my guide is here. If I groom it, use my comb from this side, if I try to find my guide, I can't see it. My comb has to come on this side. If I do this, my guide will be right behind my comb. Okay? And before I cut, I look at the base. Straight. Boom. So now, take half of this as a guide. This called traveling guide. My guide work with me around the head.
The 5 section?
Huh?
5 section?
As many you can, but small, so you can see the guide.
Okay.
That's what it says there. Section should also be appropriate sized, meaning small so you can control. Because if you get too much hair, you don't see your guide. Okay? Because this hair is not reaching my guide anymore, so I'm not seeing anything here. Oh yeah, a little bit. So now I just do the other side, easy. Take another section. So now my guide is not from here anymore, it's here. So my comb, I can groom from both sides. But the last grab is going to be on this side. So what I'm going to do this, My guide's right there. We'll release the other panels, both, groom it down. Well, you know here you have your guide now. So again, take always use your hands to separate and just work clean with your sections. So now I release this panel and this panel. So the hair is long around here, and then I'm going to see my guide here. Okay, that's what's going to happen right now. You can't bring, you don't have to pick it up all this. All you need is the last piece you just cut it. Now your guide is not coming from here. It's coming from the side. Can be too, but it's coming from the bottom. First, pick up. Yes. The hair needs to come straight. Look. My guide, straight. Don't worry about this. You don't need that. You need just a piece. Have a guide here. And then this one. If it starts drying, guys, forget it. Actually, it's exactly the same thing, but in different areas of the head. The hair from here needs to come straight out, okay? Yes. Then you have your guide, straight. So now I have this guide to do this one. Do you know this one is traveling further from far, and also mannequin heads, they put different lengths. It's not like her hair is long all the way from the root to the end. They put different lengths, so this is traveling longer, but don't worry about that, okay? All we need to bring is everything. This now, we're gonna focus. Remember when I say when you divide the panels, you work freely because you work all this. Now there's nothing bothering you, so now you work free on the sides. This is my length. I'm gonna cut this, following my length. Okay, I'm bringing it a little bit from the back to the side. You see we cut everything here, right? I'm not doing penguin steps. No, when we cutting a square shape, everything from here and then everything from here now on the sides, okay? Square shape, no? You see in between how the hair is short? It's because they put short hair there, so they use everything they have. So here's my guide. My finger is straight. If you point down, you're creating triangular shape, straight. So now I have my length. Now I'm gonna work on the side, but before I work on the sides, So remember, I'm cutting here and I'm cutting here, right? So in this corner, we're gonna have to connect the hair. And how we do that? We take a little bit from this that we cut it from the back, and we're gonna connect with a new guide from the sides. So you're gonna take a small section from the back, move away, and a little bit of a new one from the sides. So now, I'm not cutting nothing from the back, meaning that I'm not creating shape anymore. I'm just connecting this little piece. This is going to be cut it here. This was all straight back. Now I'm going to connect this angle right here, but pulling to the side. I'm focused on my guide that's coming from the back. Straight, release, release. You don't have to let go. When you cut it, Rosa, finger straight, okay? So now I have my guide to cut the sides. Look, take a little bit from this, move away. Now take a new one, small, hold it, you can follow the one from here, from the bottom I was explaining to you, right? Or you can follow the one that is behind. The one that is behind, you need to grab the comb from here and do this, look. Now you can see there. I'm pushing the hair away, the long. What is left is your guide. You don't need all this in your hands. You just need a piece of it. You see where I am now? You can use this hand position, this angle, or you can use this angle. Okay, whatever you feel comfortable with. So this is the new one, no guide, but I cut this both. I cut this one, taking just a little bit as a guide, take a new one. Okay, that's what we did. Now we're gonna do the top. So I have my length here. Okay, create one, much cleaner. So I have my length here. I'm going to be able to cut the top. What we're gonna do, we're gonna groom everything forward. We are going to take a profile guide. Take that away. One finger, okay? So how do I find the same length that I cut here? From the back. You grab it, separate a little bit, grab it from this one, and drive everything here. This was already done. Just cut the profile guide. Square shape, right? How is my finger needs to be? Like this?
Square.
No.
Straight.
Straight.
And between the strands between here fingers can't be like that. It needs to be all groomed. Grab it, all groomed. Finger straight. The idea is only cut between these two lines. Okay? First is because sometimes you can cut your finger, and second is because when I'm holding here from this line back, your fingers start curved a little bit. And then you create another shape.
Depois eu torci, botei no lugar direito.
Criar outro shape.
Other shape.
Outra forma.
Outra forma. Look, if I cut you here, good. But if I cut here,
Assim.
is it? Start going down. So that's why you need to cut just little by little. Here, that's it. Move, next. So now, there's two ways to do this. You can groom everything that way. Come from behind. And we're gonna take small, you see the greener lines is my subsections. Every time you see the different colors in different direction, it means something. Try and remember. So from the top, I'm grabbing smaller subsections. 1, 2, 3, until you finish. But what shape are we doing?
Esse
It's square, right?
Square.
So what we're gonna do?
Square.
Square. We're gonna cut just this bit. I can't bring all this to here now. Take a square. Forget about what is here now, okay? Just focus on this. My guide is right here. Come from the side, take another section, come from behind. That's my guide over here, okay? Like I said, forget about what is in here for now. Just thinking about your guide on just thinking about matching this with the center. Take another section. Finger straight. So here I don't have guide. What I have to do, take a little bit from here. What is done? Now I have guide. Okay, same thing. Same exactly thing. Since we cut sides, back, sides, and then we're gonna cut the top, that's what we're creating, okay? If we pull the hair in this direction, red, pull the hair, and we cut straight, we pull the hair, and we cut, should be blue. We cut straight, that's our shape, and the same here. That's our shape, the same on the top. That's our shape. Here, what we're creating is a corner to become a triangle, a square shape, right? That's what we're looking for. But we cut the length, and here the hair will be longer because we didn't connect yet. So when I'm finished the top, your question earlier was how we connect, right? So what we can do now to connect, you can bring everything straight out. Okay, hold on, let me take one little piece from here. You can take small sections, straight, okay, come here closer, from the side, from the top, and you have in between, okay, and the hair is coming straight. Oh, now I took it. Sorry guys. I need to look at the base where the hair is coming from. If the hair is like this, I'm following a round shape, and you see how it bends? Yeah, it needs to be straight. On this one, you're not gonna see much, but yours, you might see it. Shorter, shorter, whatever is left. Just make sure the hair is nice and straight away from the head. So here, take another one. So this is still sides. What we do, look over there. You can do this side, or you can take and separate the top from the back. You did one here now. I'm gonna do, I can kill that corner from here. If I cut it, will be you break all the idea, all the desired shape you want to create. I'm gonna cut everything here straight. In mannequin heads, sometimes that's what you're gonna see. A guide from the back, a guide from the top, just a little bit of hair. While we're cutting the other mannequin, what you're gonna see, because since we're gonna cut more, you're gonna see more strong hair, more hair like very dense. It's because this was naturally shorter. This corner from here. So now this is what I'm bringing to the side.
Separa, sí, porque si tú separas y separas así de cuando vayas a agarrar cortas con
Y eso es lo que me estaba diciendo.
Be careful. Mannequin head is gonna make you confused because since some hair are short, long, see, Rosa? You parallel with your line. If this hair was like yours or hers, the hair from here will come all the way out, all the way out, and in this corner will be a little longer than the top and the sides. Mannequins are crazy. That's how it will look like, short to the short one coming from the top, and then you connect. And then you're done, and you can do what you asked. Separate the fringe, bring everything down in straight. It's coming from the back, and you connect them with this square. When you finish everything, that's what you're gonna see. The results when you're cutting square shape. You're gonna get this wet. Take it off. Do this. Remember, we cut here, 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 and here, right? Take this. So what you're gonna do, and then you need to look it straight, square. Very nice and square. And if you do it on the sides, should look square.